Hi guys, today we are going to be building on what we just learned about graphing inequalities on a single axis. Today now we are going to actually solve the inequalities and graph. So I'm going to continue on the last notes since we're building on those. So that we can reference the information up here. So solving inequalities and graphing. So today we are going to solve for x and graph. So see, we have 2x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 10. So we're going to solve an inequality just like we would an equation. So just like we did in our solving equations unit, we're going to solve for x. So we're going to try to get x all by itself. So we undo this plus 4 by subtracting 4. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. Our 4's cancel out. We're left with 2x is greater than or equal to 10 minus 4, which is 6. We still need to solve for x by dividing both sides by 2. And so we have x is greater than or equal to 6 divided by 2, which is 3. And now we are going to graph that. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so x is greater than or equal to 3. So remember what we said. If it is greater than or equal to, it is a closed circle. And that tells us that the 3 is part of the solution. 3 is greater than or equal to 3 because 3 is equal to 3. Then where are the values greater than 3? Greater than is always to the right, so we're going to shade to the right because 4 is greater than or equal to 3. 5 is greater than or equal to 3. 6 is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, let's do another one. So we have negative 2x plus 4 is greater than or equal to positive 10. So again, we need to solve for x. So we need to get rid of this positive 4 by subtracting 4 from both sides. We have negative 2x on the left is greater than or equal to 10 minus 4, which is 6 on the right. So again, we're solving just like we would an equation, except this time it's an inequality. Here's the only part where it's different when you're solving an inequality. Right here, we are going to be dividing, to get x all by itself, we're going to have to divide by a negative 2. And so anytime you're solving an inequality and you have to divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign. Okay, so see how we divided by a negative 2? So our inequality is going to flip from a greater than or equal to, And now it's going to become a less than or equal to. And everything else stays the same. So the negative 2's canceled out, so we're left with x, which is less than or equal to 6 divided by negative 2, which is negative 3. Okay, so now we are going to go to negative 3. It is less than or equal to. So since it's equal to, we show that by filling in the circle, which you have, in case you forgot, up here. And if it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it is a closed circle. If it doesn't have the line under, if it's not equal to, remember it is an open circle. So we go to negative 3, and we said it's a closed circle because negative 3 makes the inequality true. It is part of the solution. And x is less than, so less than, we go left. And all of these values to the left will make our inequality true. Like negative 5, is negative 5 less than or equal to negative 3? Yes, it is. So we know we shaded correctly. Okay, let's look at your solving inequalities and graphing assignment. So we have 3x minus 2 is less than 1. I'm just going to copy it down so that we have room to solve. So 3x minus 2 is less than 1, so we need to get rid of this negative 2, so we add 2 to both sides. Remember, we're solving just like we would solve an equation. 3x is less than 1 plus 2. We can combine those, they are like terms, leaving us with 3x is less than 3. Divide both sides by 3. And x is less than 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So remember, we don't flip the sign because we divided by a positive 3. Since we divided by a positive, we just leave everything as is. Now we just have to graph. X is less than 1. So since it's less than 1 is not part of the solution, and we show that using an open circle. And then the values that are less than 1 are going to be those to the left. Let's check. Is negative 4 less than 1? Yes. Any negative value is going to be less than a positive value. Okay. So go ahead and complete your assignment. Make sure to show your work solving, and then make sure to check your shading when you're done.